Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool, but before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started.
Liverpool are closing in on one of the biggest transfer coups of the summer, with Florian Wirtz set to snub both Real Madrid and Bayern Munich in favour of a move to Anfield. The Bayer Leverkusen sensation, who bagged 34 goals across 2 seasons and inspired the club's historic Bundesliga and German Cup double, has made it clear he wants to wear red next. Former Germany boss Joachim Low admitted he expected Wirtz to follow his manager Xabi Alonso to Madrid, citing their deep bond. But despite that connection, the Premier League champions have leapfrogged the competition. Liverpool have had multiple bids rejected, but remain in talks with Leverkusen, who are holding firm at a 126 millionismer valuation. With Pep Guardiola's City already backing out and Bayern not expected to re-enter the race, the path seems wide open. Former Liverpool star Dietmar Hamann says Wirtz is making the right decision, and with Arneslot building a new era at Anfield, Wirtz could be the crown jewel of a fresh attacking force. Former Germany boss Joachim Low felt that Xabi Alonso made Real Madrid the favourites to sign Florian Wirtz if he did choose to leave Bayer Leverkusen, but Liverpool are the team leading the race for his signature. The German playmaker has been heavily linked with the exit door at the Bay Arena as a number of Europe's biggest clubs circle. Originally Manchester City, Liverpool and Bayern Munich all expressed their interest before Pep Guardiola's side backed out. Wirtz looks to have decided that he'd rather move to Anfield as opposed to the Allianz Arena, with the Reds already seeing several bids rejected. Real were then credited with an interest in the player amid reports they could hijack his move to Anfield. Their focus has been on landing a new manager, and Los Blancos have appointed Alonso, their former player, as their latest boss. But despite his relationship with Wirtz, Liverpool remain on the brink of his transfer. The ex-Germany head coach told Bild, "I just thought he'd be more likely to choose Real Madrid if he went abroad. He has developed enormously under him, Alonso, and they have a great relationship of trust. That's very important for a young player. Nevertheless, I have no concerns that Wirtz will prevail, no matter where he would have gone. He plays with a naturalness that can't be coached. He possesses all the skills a footballer needs to be a world-class player." Wirtz and Alonso were two of the leading figure as Leverkusen stunned the German establishment by winning the Bundesliga last season. They also claimed the German Cup, with their playmaker scoring 34 times across the last 2 seasons. But the Black and Reds have seen a number of their major names depart this summer, Jeremiafrimpong among them. Low claimed that a switch to Bayern would have been a good fit for Wirtz, but the Bavarians don't look set to battle for the 22-year-old, leaving Liverpool free to pursue him should they eventually agree on a price with Leverkusen, who are holding out for 126 million before they agree to his exit. The former Germany boss claimed Liverpool is a real statement because moving to the Premier League also involves a lot of adaptation, and that starts with the rhythm of the game. But Florian Wirtz has no upper limit. He's definitely ready for the next step. We've had that feeling for a long time. Ex-Liverpool and Germany midfielder Dietmar Hamann praised Wirtz for sticking with his decision to join the Premier League champions, despite interest from elsewhere. "Florian Wirtz has made a decision. I believe it's the right one," Hamann told Sky Sports Germany. "Things are really happening at Liverpool under Arneslot. They'll sign or want to sign 2 or 3 other players, from what I hear. That's why I think Wirtz has made a very good decision."
Florian Wirtz's switch to Anfield is still widely expected to be completed as all sides are hopeful over the deal, and once he's arrived, the discussion will soon turn to just where he might play in the side. With flexibility a key element in Arne Slot's XEs, Wirtz's ability to play both in midfield and attacking roles will be key, but the prevailing wisdom is that the German international will take up a role in the centre of the action, either as a false 9 dropping into spaces and creating them for others, or in a number 10 role advancing from midfield. So what does that mean for the other attacking players in a Liverpool side which seems set for an evolution despite just becoming Premier League champions? The past season saw 6 players fight for the 3 most advanced positions in Slot's side, while there are also 4 youngsters who have already tasted first-team football with the Reds on the books who would like to see more of it. So what would Wirtz's arrival, plus the potential signing of another forward, mean for all of them? And where do they stand in the pecking order? We've taken a look. We might as well start with the main man. Liverpool's decision to pay Salah the money he wanted for the next 2 years is a commitment that would have been more difficult for the club to sanction than many realise. As Salah himself has said since he signed his contract, there are policies in place at Liverpool when it comes to older players, but the sheer numbers posted by the Egyptian in his season of seasons made it almost impossible for the club to let him go. Salah will still be the fulcrum of the Liverpool attack for next season at least, with Slot's tactics slanted towards once again getting the best out of him. As the man himself said of his conversations with Slot, "You can see the numbers. Now I don't have to defend much. The tactics are quite different. I said as long as you rest me defensively, I will provide offensively, so I am glad that I did." He listened a lot, and you can see the numbers. Liverpool will bank on seeing them again. He won't go as far as saying that he was glad to see the back of Jurgen Klopp, but the arrival of Slot has given Gakpo more certainty over his position in the team, and it has been striking to see how he has never shifted from the left flank under his compatriot. The close season has brought news of surprise interest from Bayern Munich in the former PSV Eindhoven man, but it would take a huge and unwelcome bid for Liverpool to consider selling a player who is coming into his prime at 26. After perhaps being a little reserved at first, Gakpo is coming into his own as a character at Liverpool, as Joe Gomez's photo of him with a cigar next to John Henry's wife Linda Pizzuti at the title parade shows, and he should still be seen as a key man going forward. Now this is where things start to get interesting. Diaz has 2 years remaining on his Liverpool contract, and right now the only thing you can say with relative certainty is that he won't sign a new one. The Reds may opt to extend the Colombian's stay by a year in order to give him a well-deserved pay rise, as he isn't currently anywhere near the biggest Anfield earners, but it is much more likely that his stay is allowed to run its course until the end of his contract in 2027. The 28-year-old has been one of the architects of the title win, and arguably did more than anyone in the season's opening weeks to show that life would go on without Klopp. But Liverpool aren't afraid to extract the maximum from a player before letting them leave for free. And as long as Diaz keeps performing, then that seems the most likely outcome right now, barring a huge offer for his services. He's been a player who has divided opinion for much of his time at Liverpool, but right now, you'll struggle to find a Reds fan who thinks Núñez should still be at the club beyond this summer. The Uruguayan's last league start came against Southampton in early March, and while his impact that day, he scored and won a penalty, showed just what he can do when he's on his game. Those performances have been sorely lacking for a while. Slot's denial that there was an agreement in place which meant Liverpool would have had to pay Benfica an extra £5 million should Núñez have started one more league game didn't convince anyone. And when that is exactly what came to pass, he's now hovering around the exit door. Liverpool will have a price for him, and they'll very much hope it is met. Perhaps the most intriguing name on the list, there's a bit of a wait-and-see element to Jota's summer, but such has been his impact at the club, then Liverpool are unlikely to be too perturbed by that with 2 years left on his deal. This is a man who has just completed his 5th season at Anfield, has 65 Liverpool goals, and is a popular member of the team, so there will be no rush to get him out of the door, despite a disappointing season in which he was hampered by a rib injury against Chelsea in October.